Guys, welcome back to the Horror with your host, as always, Jenna. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. I know I'm doing pretty well. A little tired, just got off of work a little bit ago, and kind of tired, but whatevs. Um, so what am I doing today? I'm not necessarily doing like a movie review today, but I'm gonna be semi talking about a couple of movies, as I'm sure it's probably going to state in the title of this video what I'm going to be talking about. But the other night I was watching Sleepaway Camp 2 for like the 87th time. Good. I feel like you're not really getting a good view of that. Now, like I said, this is not going to necessarily be like a review or anything, but I'm definitely going to be, touching on some points in the Sleepaway Camp 2, obviously, and from the first one. And if you've never seen these at all, please stop the video right now and go at least check out the first one, just because there is a surprise ending, and it is a pretty epic surprise ending, and I definitely do not want to ruin that experience for anyone. So, yeah, if you have not already turned me off, turn me off now and go watch the first Sleepaway Camp at least. So like I said, I'm not really doing like a review or like a normal review or anything, but I guess I'm doing more of like a slight fan theory. I don't know. I'm not even sure exactly what to even like call this, but the other night, and I kind of have always sort of thought about this. Like, I think way too much about stuff and read way too much into movies in general or books or anything. And with this series, I definitely feel like I kind of read way too much into this, at least with like the first two movies from this franchise. And so let me kind of explain of like what I was thinking about the other night. Like, I know when I did the review for the first one, I touched a little bit on sort of like the reasons why like Angela started killing, kind of because her Aunt Martha was like forcing her to dress up as a girl, I should say him, dressing the young boy up as a girl because, she already had a son, she wanted a daughter, blah, blah, blah. And, I kind of had said, like, I don't think I went too deep into this, but I was kind of like, oh, it just seems like maybe she just got frustrated with everything and was a lot of, like, confusion and everything at that age because she was kind of, like, coming of age. And, she's a boy, but she's supposed to pretend to be a girl and trying to, like, figure out, like, the balance of, like, well, should I go with my feelings of being, like, a natural boy or what my Aunt Martha wants me to be, a girl? Like I said, I kind of touched on that a little bit in the first one, and then, obviously I felt like that's kind of, like, a big reason why she ended up starting to kill people, besides the fact that, she was bullied and everything, which didn't really, add to her, I should say really kind of added to, I believe, her confusion and everything. Now, the second one, which is interesting because this is the one where, she comes back, it's like 5 years later or whatever, so she's about like 18 now. And, in the beginning of the movie, to kind of recap like what had happened over the years to Angela, we come to find out that she was locked up in a psych ward, I believe, because it was found out obviously at the end of the first movie that she was really a boy being forced to dress up as a girl by her aunt. And while in the hospital, it's found out that she had a sex change. I believe it was said that it was kind of like the decision was made for her, I believe, or at least they kind of allude to that, which that's also kind of interesting to me. I feel like that adds more fuel to her, desire to kind of like take vengeance on things. And I feel like, you know, whenever I watch it, I was like, I'm always kind of like, I wonder who made that decision. Was it her doctors who just kind of made the decision of like, all right, well, we're just going to change her sex? Was it her Aunt Martha? Because her Aunt Martha was a doctor, you know. We never find out what happened to Aunt Martha or Ricky. At least not like we don't find out really what has happened to Ricky until like Return to Sleepaway Camp. It's been a hot moment since I've watched Return to Sleepaway Camp, so it's kind of like, um, but you know, it's like who made the decision, or was it like you know the state? Was she like a ward of the state? Although she was a minor at the time, so I would think her Aunt Martha would kind of have like saying like what goes on, unless if they were kind of like, dude, your Aunt Martha's pretty messed up. Maybe they made her a state of the ward. Who knows? I don't know. So just kind of like curious. I'm like, you know, this is stuff that I think about when I watch this franchise because I'm so like fascinated with this franchise. You know, I think it kind of was very ahead of its time, especially considering it was made in the 80s. Touched on some subject matters, such as cross-dressing, and then transgender and everything. Really, like, you know, touched on a lot of that stuff at a time where it was still kind of like taboo to talk about it, but people were definitely starting to more and more talk about this stuff. It's not like it is today. Let's just put it that way. Um, but yeah, like you know, every time, like I said, every time, especially with the second one, every time I watch it, I'm always like who made the decision for like, you know, and once again, it's like, you know, like I know in the first one, when I did the review of the first one, I was really like, dude, you know, this was a decision that she did not make. You know, after her family passed away and everything in the tragic accident, it was the choice was made for her to start dressing up as a girl, and I feel like almost like forced to start, you know, thinking and feeling like a girl, almost like forced her to be gay in a way. Like I feel like that's so wrong to say, but it's like the only kind of way I can describe it because you know she was still a boy at the time in the first one, and then the second one, like I said, we find out she was, um, you know, she had a sex change, and it's pretty much, you know, against her will. Well, I shouldn't say against her will because we don't know if she was like, okay, whatever, but definitely it was sort of made for her. That decision was made for her because she was a minor. You know, and I think that too really, you know, once again, like I said, kind of adds fuel to the fire for Angela's character. It gives her a little more depth. Like I said, I don't know. Like I feel like I'm totally like over analyzing this, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, am I totally overthinking this, or you know, is there anyone else out there who kind of sort of has thought that, even if it's not as in depth as I have gone with it? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. I think that's one of the reasons why blah, 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 that is one of the reasons why I do love this series so much, is because of like that subject matter. Um, God, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yeah, like I said, what do you guys think? You know, am I overthinking it? I don't know. I don't know. It's, you know, and it would be interesting to hear like other theories on this. Because I don't like I'm sure other people have brought this up with this series, but I just don't really ever hear anyone talk about it, and I'm not even sure why. Like I know I can't be the only person who thinks about that of like, okay, you know, sex change that was not her choice, kind of forced to do it. Um, you know, I don't know, maybe like, and I know I'm going to get a little bit of crap for this because I know this is one of those things that if they were to ever do this, I will admit I'd be the first one being like, what the fuck? You're gonna fuck it this up, you're gonna mess it up, like that's so stupid. But I actually wouldn't mind having like somewhat of a like a sleepaway camp 1.5 just to kind of see like what happened in that period from like what happened after the end of the first one before um the second movie, the beginning of the second movie of like, just kind of what happened, sort of like a prologue or something, just like what happened, like how did that all of that like go down, and then how did she end up like getting a job as a counselor and changing her name, like I don't know, it's stuff like that. But like I think because I've thought about it so much, I'm like, what? I don't know. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. Am I totally overthinking this? Has anyone else ever kind of like thought about that with the series? Like I said, even if it's not as in depth as me, let me know. Let me know. Like I said, I am really interested to see kind of what you guys think about it. And as for like a review one day on this one, I will review this because I have done it before, but I will do it one of these days. Maybe not quite so soon since I just did this video on my like little theory. But yeah, yeah. Thanks you guys for letting me kind of, speak my mind a little bit. I am looking forward to seeing what you guys think about this. What do you guys think of this topic? And don't be shy about it. Like, you guys should know kind of by now that whatever you guys kind of share, I'm not going to be hating on you guys. This is definitely something a place where you can definitely speak your mind. So let me know. Let me know. But yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, I will check you guys out later. In the meantime, stay creepy and classy, and as always, a little bit sassy.